Is there any way we can trade our coach for draft picks like New Orleans? Oh, God. Hey. I wish. I mean, around this time in the NHL, you could argue that as Springfield made the playoffs, by the way, you could argue that coach trading essentially existed. So, AJ, I don't think so. It's been to Patriots games, but not Bruins games. We're going to try to change that this year. We're going to try to change that this year. Then we'll get to say my wife and I went to a Bruins game. The Nashville Predators win the Stanley Cup in Season 1 over Washington. Nashville. So we got to wait for the Calder Cup to get awarded. Manchester Monarchs take home the Calder Cup. The Nashville Predators. Pekka Rinne and company. Getting it done and winning it all in 2012. Let me see if I can go all the way to Nashville here. I was born in 83 as a Red Wings fan, so I know about the Babcock. Everybody knows about Babcock. When we were looking through, Mike Modano was on the roster, and we made the joke about that. So let's see. Nashville led by Martin Erat, Patrick Hornqvist. Oh, my God. Again, this was the era that I used them on online versus all the time. And it's because they didn't necessarily have any superstars outside of Weber, but they were just so well-rounded. And then you had Pekka Rinne in goal. Oh my God. A 954 with a 135 goals against average in 22 games. The greatest postseason goaltending performance of all time. Pekka Rinne. So hot right now. That's insane. They still didn't have individual awards for the AHL. Art Ross goes to Ovi. The Hart goes to Ovi. The Norris goes to Mike Green, and they lost in the finals. The Bing to Backstrom. The Calder goes to Nashville's Jonathan Bloom. Conn Smythe, Pekka Rinne. You don't fucking say. Jesus. He also won the Vezina. God damn. Selke went to Pavel Datsyuk. What do you mean Sean Avery doesn't win the Selke? What do you mean? Ted Lindsay to Ovi, Rocket Richard to Ovi. Ovi dominated. The only thing that could stop the Russian machine is a Finn. Use your earned points to upgrade a staff member. I will. I will, actually. We'll go with that for now. We'll go with that. Whew. All right. Well, we're going to be able to get to our first draft here. We know I don't believe the lottery was in the game at the time. I don't think so. We should have the number 1 overall pick, unless we lost the lottery. I guess we'll find out. Use all your points to get free Amazon Prime. Retired players. Quite a few of them. Martin Brodeur. Chief among them for guys with a significant amount of NHL games. Madonna retired. Look at that. He hit the games played. He hit the games played. Jason Arnott's gone. Todd Bertuzzi, good riddance. Alfie retired. Kovalev, Mike Knuble. I mean, I'm not too miffed about retirements because it's like, yeah, guess what? They're all retired in real life too. Was Marty the best goalie ever? No. Probably the most successful goalie ever, though. So by that logic, you could say he was the best. But he's in the conversation. But yeah, for my money, I think you'd look at... let's see. I think you would look elsewhere first. I think you're talking about the Haseks, the Waz. I mean, Jesus. Then the problem is you get into like era adjusted and guys even further back. And then how soon is too soon for modern goalies to be in that conversation? You know? All right, Peter Budaj. You're not worth much. Who do we need here? Who do we need? Speaking of Mark Mathot in the hip checks. Dougie Murray, we definitely want on the block. I mean, I love the neck per 60, but if we could flip him, that would be good news for us. Antti Niemi absolutely has to be on the block heading into the drafts. Is there another obvious shout? Not really. So next time Daniel will be on the pod, known yet? No, but it could be literally at any time. Prime Carey Price. I mean, that's the problem with Carey Price is like in his prime. Holy fuck. You know, like you can look at certain goalies in a time frame window and just be like, you know, again, like I mentioned Tim Thomas 2011 Stanley Cup run earlier. He was the best goalie in the world for that short amount of time. Carey Price was obviously the best goalie in the world for longer than that. We did not win the lottery. We will have to settle for the 2nd overall pick and the 27th. Fuck. First season, and I already lose the lottery. Minnesota gets the number 1 overall pick. We only have one phone at this time. The Bruins are calling. "24-year-old Milan Lucic. It's putting my passion to the test. Because I fucking love Rick Nash. He was my favorite non-Bruin for so long. And then eventually he was a Bruin. I said this was Operation Win with Rick Nash. And it still is. It still is. I'm going to try to find a trade on my own here. Because I'd get points for it. So if we could find... Maybe not the Niemi trade. Is there another deal? Keaton Ellerby actually had really good value for someone that we picked up on waivers. Umberger at 30. Broussard, Vermette. We got Ottawa's first round pick this year. We already have 3 first round picks next year because of Ottawa and Washington. Damn. Curtis Sanford. Is there a team that needs Boston? Literally trade me Curtis Sanford for a 7th rounder. They don't want to take Sanford because his deal's up. So Key, I remember. What? I forget that guy's first name. Was it Justin Key? It is Justin Key. Justin Key went first overall. Interesting. I think he is. Yeah, I was about to say, no, I'm pretty sure he was a ref now. He went 3rd round IRL. Well, we're going to get to look at all the players on the board. Top 5, Justin Hickman, Martin Firk, Alexei Fykov, and Jurgen Schmidt. Top 10, Tyler Giebel, Dylan McDonald. Then you get Dylan Blugis, Mitch Topping, Jesse Sinatinsky? Hello, Chris. Good morning. Slater Cuckoo, Jimmy Sheehan, the Sheehan. None of these guys look to be insane, by the way. Honestly, Martin Firk with a couple of rumored 7.5s. Martin Firk might be the way to do it. Bruce Hornbrook, Zach Hall, Oleg Datsuk. I will remember to look at goalies, I promise. Stefan Lego, Lubomir Nagy, Austin Frank, Ben Thompson, Mackenzie Johnston, Matthew Boudreau, Thomas Hika, future Vegas Golden Knight, Loic Marcotte, Axel Roux, Joey Hedican, Francis Beauvillier, Scott Kosmachuk, who went to the Jets, Dalton Seawack, Jason Houday, Troy Bork, Caleb Belter, a real who's that of hockey. We got Adam Bignell, Alex Leclerc, Anthony Verret, Tyrone Sock. Samuel Hodhod. Damon Severson. Definitely the biggest name for the draft so far. J.F. LeBlanc. Keaton Lubin. Artem Sergeyev. Francois Godin. Maxime Provencher. Yanni Kuda. Peter Kosterman. Jordan Ald. Andreas Farney. Nail Yakupov, second to third round projection. Again, we do not have a pick until the fourth round after this. I might have to go for Nail Yakupov. Oh, Gordy Woodrick. What a name. Mike Cazzola. Griffin Reinhart, also second to third round. Mike Peluso. Zach Franco. Austin Fighton. Derek Holden. Brody Melnichuk. Brett Thompson, Shane, Mike Reddington. Oh my God. Samuel Guru. This is amazing. Philippe Mallet, Thomas Carr. Like, right so far, we have to go with Yakupov, right? Like, I know he's way off the board, but who gives a shit? We got to go with Yakupov. Mike Thomas, Michael Kirkpatrick, Senna Akalatse. Like Mascioli, and then we're down to the fourth round. No doubt about it. If I only have one pick here, there's only one guy it can be, and it has to be him. We are going to select Nail Yakupov. He's also listed at 5'2". We're taking Nail Yakupov. Second overall. Oh, that's right. I do have another. Oh, shit. I forgot I had the 27th pick. Whoops. Forgot about that. Sorry. For some reason, I thought I only had one pick. You fool! Well, if any goalies went, they're not that great. Who cares? Let's have fun. Yeah, I could have had Martin Ferk. Who gives a shit? We have Nail Yakupov. Let's look at the goalies for this year. There's no one until the second round. Andrew D'Agostini. Frankie Palisi. Josh Malecki. Philippe Trudeau. Jake Patterson. Good of him to lead the Trudeau legacy by going in blackface. You see, because he doesn't have a player picture. Anyway, Marvin Cooper, Brandon Stone, Valeria Malikov, Kelly Dahlquist, Jacob de Cerez. All right, not too many great goalies. Comedy, yeah. Well, fuck. Now we got to go for Griffin Reinhart. Let's be honest. Fuck Damon Severson. We're going for the memes. We won the 2012 draft. Nail Yakupov and Griffin Reinhart. Beautiful. We did it. We won the draft. Second round, obviously, we won't have any picks to be made here. And nobody called us. Well, fuck. So we'll quick sim to the second and the third round. Nobody's made a trade all draft. Vancouver's calling. Third round pick next year for Kevin Connaughton and Kellen Tochkin. 22 years old and 75 for Connaughton, but he's not going to get much better. And then Tochkin could get a little bit better. I'm going to hold off. I feel like next year's draft could be interesting. So we'll sim to the third round as well. But you do get the first pick of the fourth round. Looking through, Kosmachuk went to Minnesota. Severson went to Tampa. Joe, there are players missing, yeah. There are players that would have been added in throughout the year. There are definitely players missing. A ton. And then third round, Derek Holden to Boston. Really, no big names that we missed out on. So round 4. Still not a single trade completed at this draft for anybody. We have the first pick. Who can we find now that we start looking at fourth round projected? Patrick Delisle Houdet, Andre Kudrin, Sean Jones, Nathan Moon. It's got to be another fun name here. Jonathan O.D. Marchessault. Well, right now, the 21-year-old Jonathan Marchessault is definitely our top target. Michael Farrell, Vincent Bernard, Miles Bell, Travis McIsaac, Trent Steckel, Luke Judson, Pascal Amyot. Why'd they add the OD? Because that's what he was known as. It was similar to Magnus Pajärvi Svensson. His name was Jonathan O.D. Marchessault. That's his name. And, it's kind of like how Patrice Bergeron's name isn't Patrice Bergeron. And I might be breaking news to some people, but his name is literally Patrice Bergeron Cleary. So, we might be breaking some news there. Philip Michael DeVos. Yeah, his last name is Bergeron Cleary. Michael Catenacci, Travis Toomey, Tommy Tremblay, all the QMJHL players here. Andrew Randazzo. Sean, dude, it's all the players from the Q. Holy shit. Come on, give me some fun names, though. Justin Dowling is like the most recognizable player from a success level. Jeremy Gucci. It's probably Gucci or whatever the hell, but... Oh, God. Your parents fucking hated you. I'm sorry. You could have been a Kyle, and you would have been better off, but your name is Cruz with a K. Ugh. Poor guy. Adam Huseman. Nick Ebert. Again, one of the more familiar names at this stage. Oh, yes. Brendan Shinniman. Former Portland Pirate. Haha, your name sucks. His name does suck, though. Josh McFadden, Mike Lomas. Oh, God, you got named Vern in 1994. That's rough. There he is, Alex Galchenyuk. We're going for the all-meme class here in 2012. Kale Kerbashian, Michael D. Orazio, Tyler Schmidt, Holt. Dude, that is a fucking six-head. Good for you, Brendan. Big brain. Big forehead, big brain. Peter... Hermanegl. Okay. Matthew Siska. Shout out to Daniel Manberg. Team still got a rock. Canucks road jerseys. It's all DiPietro. I mean, I'd buy it. Oli Levy. Tiny Skolny. Don't be such a gildo. Callie Ekelund. Oh, Liam Heelis. My main man, Liam Heelis. Like Halmo, Andrew Agozzino. I mean, Andrew Agozzino is one of the more familiar names. Travis Gibbons. Mark Anthony Zanetti. I might have to take Zanetti. He was another one of those guys for me. Cody, I went to school with Cody Lindsay. That's weird. It wasn't him. Dmitry Zykov, Billy Jenkins, Jesse Graham, Joel Wiggle, Luke Mercer. Right now, it's probably Marchessault and then Galchenyuk, unless I have to take Galchenyuk early. How the hell did you get in here? 22. Jesus Christ, you don't say. Emerson Clark, Kyle Hope, Jimmy McDowell, Miles Doan, Anton Zupancic, Cody Payne, former Bruin. Didn't make the main team, but still. Scott Lawton. 7th round projected Scott Lawton. Scotty Sabarin. All right, we're getting some familiar names. Look at how far we have to scroll down on the bar, too. There are so many freaking names, man, that we're going to have to look at here. Remy Giftopoulos, Stephen James. We're going to have to start going a bit further. Cody Ceci. There we go. Cody Ceci on the list. Cosimo Fontana. Dude, Ryan Shipley's pissed. All right, Matt Petgrave, former Sharks prospect. Daniel Zweep, Tim Billingsley. What else do we got? Gellen Smith. Curtis Gabriel. You know, we can write down the old Smith as well, but yeah, let's go for old Curtis Gabriel. CC was first overall in the Edmonton GM. How the mighty have fallen, huh? That's Jamel Smith. I know. We've talked about this before. Let's see. Kirk Gowdy. Great name. What else do we got here? Alex Aliardi. Josh Bemis. Michael Watley. Max Iafrate. They used to rate Max Iafrate pretty highly. Tom Wilson. The complete unknown. 18-year-old Tom Wilson. Oh, we got some options in this draft. I'm going to have to pick up some, like, 7th round picks. I'm going to need, like, the entirety of the 7th round. Garrett Ross, Barry Sanderson. So many names. So many names. Terry Trafford, R.I.P. Craig Hottot. Brett Ritchie. Yeah, honestly, I think just the amount of names, Brett, you're going to be off the board because of the amount of guys we're targeting anyway. Garrett Huey. What a great name. Garrett Huey. Ryan Rupert. Dude, we're not even halfway down the board. Jesus Christ. There's so many prospects available. This is Seth Griffith. Bruins legend. Seth Griffith. There's so many. I haven't even looked at goalies yet because they have their own list. Michael Moffat's. It's insane. Dude, that guy is 32 years old. Oh my God. We have so many names, but damn it, I don't care. I'm scrolling through all of them. I don't care. I don't even care. Chris Tierney doesn't have a player picture. That's a shame. There he is. The man, the myth, the franchise mode legend for me all the time. Grant Weberman, a.k.a. Grant Weber Win. He was the captain of cup teams for me. Andreas Athanasiou. Benny Arsenault. Daniel, I swear to God, I thought his name was Daniel Taniel. I would have drafted him on the spot. Matt Bissonnette. Dude, we're still not even halfway through the damn bar. Zach O'Brien. We're going to start scrolling through a little bit more. There might be some damn good player pictures in here. But I think we got to start scrolling through a little bit faster. We got to see. Who's the next interesting name? There's old Piotr Shinkelshok yet again. Eliezer Sherbatov. Let's see. Matcha Mark Antuoni. Anybody else? Wonder how other GMs would be with a GM on the... Yeah. Well, hey, it doesn't let me do my research before we get here. I mean, it does, but it doesn't. So they can wait. I need to laugh at Eric Ming. Mark Reginbald's there again. Charles Hudon. Habs a legend. Charles Hudon. Who else do we got? Jimmy Aligny, Ben Finelli. Who else? Show yourself, Bruin McDonald. There's no way we're going to scroll through this whole thing without having another interesting name, right? There's no way. Gabriel Desjardins. There's got to be someone else. Alex Goodbranson. There's got to be another fun name. Marek Hrivik was a solid AHLer for a while. I think he's still... I don't know where the hell he plays anymore. James Melindy. Former Portland Pirate. Lance Pridham. Got the Jed Rusk. It's not a Toma. Ryan Penny. Come on, man. There's got to be somebody else. Josh Curry. The Capstick is back. Oh my God. Are we going to scroll through this whole thing and not find another fun name? I'm actually scared now. It's been so long since we've seen an actual interesting name. Shout out to Leafs legend Matt Finn. Alex Belzile, whatever you prefer. Brock McGinn. I mean, Brock McGinn's a solid NHL level option, but he's obviously not like, Tom Wilson levels of notoriety. Liam O'Brien, back before he decided to punch every face that ever stood before him. Alex Tanguay, but not that one. Alex Comtois. My God, please. There's got to be the one name that makes this worth it. Jean-Francois Granier C. So clearly his name was too big to fit. Please, God, let there be somebody else here. I'm begging you. Dominic Schlumpf. We're more than halfway now. That's good. Anton Zlobin. He was with the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins for a while. Alex Carrier. Not that one, though. Tim Tonkiv. What a name. What a name. What else do we have here? Come on. There's got to be one more big name. Like, we're going to find, like... I can't even think of something. They almost went right past him. Yanni Gord. 138 pounds for Yanni Gord. Ooh, okay. There we go. Yanni Gord, Adam Pelech. All right. We're getting some options. We're getting some options here. Tyrell Seaman. That's unfortunate. Oh, there he is. The legend for the Brandon Wheat Kings. Wheaton King. His fucking parents are so Manitoba, it's not even funny. Let's see. Can we get another good name or two here? Yes, I thought that was Brendan, or Steven Santini. It's Brendan. Trevor Cheek. Clark Wilson. Come on. I thought that was Chandler Stevenson. It was Colton. Josh Winquist. DJ McGrath. Back again. Oh, you know, just some guy named Ryan Murray. Oh my God, he's so far down the board. It's not even funny. Jesus. That is brutal. Dude, he was so far down. JC LaPon. Zach Bell, not that one though. Colton Sissons. We get 1 through 5 of this draft. Honestly, we probably could at this rate. The real life top 5. Oh, Steel Boomer. I don't remember if we saw him in NHL 11. I don't even care. Anytime you see the name Steel Boomer, you got to be pumped about it. Got to be Barclay Goodrow. We did take him last year, though, so I probably won't take him again. All right, we're getting there. This is worth it, I swear. This is worth it, I swear. It won't be, but I don't care. Come on, Dallas Earnhardt. If he didn't wear the number 3 in his career... Morgan Riley. Oh, Kaspar Kopitar. Brandon Leipzig, but you're a douchebag, so fuck you. Derek Pouliot, you're not bad, but I got to rank other people ahead of you at this stage that we want to try to get in this draft. Same for Brendan Gaunce. Not a bad NHLer, but... Matthew Barry LaMontagne. So we now have a bit of a list of names where it's like, all right, we can prioritize some over others. Wilson Dumais. Turner Ellison. Not a bad pro. Josh Cowan. Alex Basso. I wonder if he'll be as good. Shout out to Brad Deagle. Professional CS player. Matt Dumba. Also way down the board. Again, I can imagine how bad they're ranked in this game just because it's like, oh, we don't know. There's Chandler Stevenson. All right. Waiting for that. Dude, there's a lot of good names in this draft. My goodness. And we don't even have to try to get them all this year. We can get players later on. But if I can get them all this year, I'm going to. Fall. Got the Travis Bobby. Depends on how many trades I can pull off. Brady Bassart. Tanner Pearson. Also well down the list. Cody, no, I didn't. Told you I'm looking for higher value names than that. Matt Dumba's ears per 60 is elite. Again, this was my draft class too. Old 2012. Long time ago. Killian Hutz. Mike Brown, but not that one. Mason Wilgosh. That's a great name. Well, we can't go to the goalies yet. There might be someone here at the bottom. We gotta see the whole damn thing. It does look like... Oh, dude, they named him Teal. That's amazing. Jordan Martinook? I have Jordan Martinook. Oh, my God, Wes. Okay. I have Jordan Martinook a little bit further down the list now because of other people that we've seen. Finkel is Einhorn. Jeff Einhorn. Hey, the legend, TC Kratzenberg. Don't retire early again, huh? Let's give it a little bit of time. Ville Polka! Yeah, Ville Polka had some good years. Tyler Mortz. All right, we are almost to the bottom, I swear. Gaten Haas, future NHLer. We are almost there. So close. Rudy Rome. Pete T. Generated guy. All right, we are almost there. I swear to God, these had to be generated dudes at this point. I lied. All right. I think that's it. It is. Now for the goalies really quickly. Okay, no one wants a goalie this year. There's Shane Campbell. Maverick Parks. Peters. Elaine Valaquette. I mean, Michael Hauser is the most familiar goalie at this stage. Etienne Marcoux. Max Lagacé, I mean, future NHLer. Damn. Schwannard. It's not looking too good. I'm waiting for that one name to jump out that's actually in the game. But, well, there's Malcolm Subban, at least. At least Malcolm's in the game. If we were to take a goalie, it would be him. Koskinen, that wasn't Mikko, though, I'm pretty sure. Unless I looked past it too fast. Chris Drieger? No picture, though, so I'm probably going to avoid him. Drew Owsley's back in the game. Oscar Dansk. Also no picture for Oscar Dansk. That's a shame. That's a shame. Mobsky, all good. Mark Schmidt. Matt Hewitt. Well, Malcolm Subban. I mean, there are familiar names, but he is probably chief among them for those who actually made it into the game. Except for a certain goalie from the Sioux. Matt Murray. No picture for him. But Matt Murray is that top goalie from this draft, no doubt about it. So our next pick, I don't believe, is until round 5. And if we go back to the list, it's got to be Jonathan Marchessault. Most familiar name that's left. Let's go for Jonathan Marchessault. We already got a couple of picks in round 5. We can take Marchessault. Doesn't look like anybody else went off the board that I was interested in anyway. Right now, I'm just kind of going back through my list and being like, all right, cool, what do we want? Still not a single trade completed at the draft. I need some late picks, though. Can I find a way? Peter Budaj to Winnipeg for a 5th, 6th, and a 7th. They said yes. Perfect. So we got the Jets late picks. Next up is absolutely Alexander Galchenyuk. Sorry to Brendan Shinneman, but you've been jumped. So we'll draft Galchenyuk. And then next up, Lawton or Sabrin. Probably rule out Sabrin. Lawton or Ceci. Probably rule out Curtis Gabriel. I'm kind of going through the list of names that I really want to end up with here. It's either Scott Lawton or Cody Ceci, you could argue. Maybe Tom Wilson at this stage. There's a lot of guys later on that I was interested in. Let me double check the goalies. They were both undrafted projections. Gotta be honest. I'm thinking Tom Wilson's next. You building a dream team or a meme team? Yes. Let's take Tom Wilson. Again, doesn't really look like we missed out on anybody that we would have wanted. Lawton, Ceci, there's Pelech, there's Ryan Murray, Morgan Riley, Dumba that we're taking a little bit later on. I'm not really worried about projection, though. It's just more who do we want. The best name on this list at this stage, my opinion, is Morgan Riley. So Morgan Riley is going to be the target here for this next pick. Come on down, Morgan Riley. Couple of picks in the 6th, and we're going to try to add more. It's been very quiet from a trading perspective here. Wow, Mark Mathot has no value at all, huh? David Savard. A lot of dudes on expiring contracts. Cody Golubov. This dude, Ruth. Who needs defense? Chicago. Give me a 6th and perfect. 2 7s for Ruth. Awesome. So let's keep getting some later picks. Next up, best name left. Oh, goodness. Might be Yanni Gord. Honestly, let's go for the goalie here. We're going to take Malcolm Subban. I'm not going to take Matt Murray because he doesn't have a picture. And I don't want to explain that that's actually Matt Murray. Anytime someone asks, like, oh, shit, is that Matt Murray? So we will go for Malcolm Subban here as our one and only goalie pick. And then from there, is Cody Ceci still available? Is he the best name left? There's Pelech, there's Gord, Ryan Murray. But Cody Ceci is such a good meme at the same time. He's such a good meme. Is Ceci still there? Yeah, he is. Let's take Cody Ceci. Again, we didn't really lose anybody that we wanted. Who else can we go for here? Who else? Lautner, Athanasiou. Honestly, Yanni Gord. We go for another center. Might take me a bit longer to drop down than I'd want. We'll go for Yanni Gord. I'm going to start alternating between forward and defense, I think. So next up on the defensive side of things, I think it's going to be Dumba, Pelech. It's Dumba, Pelech, or Murray. And we'll go for Matt Dumba. Because it's the least amount of scrolling I'll have to do. Literally, that's the only reason. Let's take Matt Dumba. We already got 4 picks left in the 7th round. We'll do what we can to get one more. Murray to secure 1 and 2, right? Who else can we move here? I don't know who this guy is. Olivier Gabriel, or Oliver Gabriel, even better. Provides athleticism. The Ducks, would you like to give me your 7th rounder? Perfect. All right. So we got 5 picks left. Let's go for... Let's see. Pearson, Stevenson, Goodrow, Sissons. I'd have Sissons over McGinn. Then a CU. There's Lawton. So I got 2 defensemen left and then a couple of forwards. So let's take the defensemen and then we'll find out what forwards are left. So for the defenders, we're going to go for Adam Pelech and Ryan Murray. And Murray secures 1 through 5. So let's go for Murray first. We'll get the long amount of scrolling out of the way. Let's get Ryan Murray. And then we'll go back to defense. And we will go for Pelech with sorting by name. Go by first initial. It goes by last name in this game. Canadian, it's nuts, isn't it? It's a lot of fun to look back. Even if the rosters are weird. Let's take Adam Pelech. And now 3 forwards. 3 forwards. I feel like Pearson and Stevenson are musts. So let's see if we can land one Chandler Stevenson. We have so many players drafted in this draft. It's nuts. Let's take Chandler Stevenson. Next up at left wing is going to be Tanner Pearson. And honestly, chat, the final player will be up to you. I will put it to a poll. Who do we take with this pick? Do we take Scott Lawton, Andreas Athanasiou, Colton Sissons, or Barclay Goodrow? Those are the 4 big names left. Who do we take? Actually, do I care? Do I care about any of them? Is Grant Weberman still on the board? Is Weberman still on the board? Yeah, screw you, Chad. I'm taking Grant Weberman. That pick's for me. It was going to be Lawton or Athanasiou, but I'm taking my boy Grant Weberman. Shares a damn birthday with me. We're taking Grant Weberman. Had to make sure he got drafted. Screw you, chat. I didn't think he was still on the board, so I did what I had to do. Yeah, we have a lot to sort through, obviously, as we keep up with this team. But let's take a look at the guys that we drafted. So Subban has a B-. He is a 71 overall at 18 years old. That's insane. So Subban is fantastic. Very happy with that. Yet he was projected to go undrafted. Defensively, dude, Douglas Murray got better. What? Defensively, Rundblad, who we acquired in a trade, is a 77. B- at 21, so he's going to be great for us. We also drafted Morgan Riley, 71 at 18 years old, B-. Griffin Reinhardt's a C. Well, they got that right. 71, though, at 18. Cody Cece's a 71 at 18, a B-. Murray's only a C, but also has a really good starting OVR. Dumba's only a C. Pelech's a B-. Weberman's a C. Attaboy, Grant. On the right, a lot of expiring deals. But Marchessault is a C. Tom Wilson's also a C. On the left, Pearson's a C. Yakupov's a B-, but he's a 73 out of the gates. And then down the middle, Stevenson a C. Galchenyuk's a B-. Gord's a C. All right. I mean, they're not all ranked terribly. Like, none of them are insane. But, you know, we can work with that a little bit. And then obviously we have some interesting decisions to make with setting up this roster that we will get to tomorrow. But that is the 2012 draft in the books with the Blue Jackets.